principle of microscopic reversibility. See, again, what this principle suggests. This principle is nothing but it is the relation between two different kinds of constant. Which kinds of constant? For example, this reaction 3a plus 2b to give 4c plus 5d. For the given reaction, there will be one equilibrium constant. Let it is K equilibrium. Now for the same reaction, as it is complex reaction, it will having combination of more than one elementary steps. Let this reaction proceeds through three different kinds of elementary reaction. So there will be one reaction, second reaction and third reaction. For each elementary step, we can consider the reverse reaction. So for first, let there will be reverse, for second there will be reverse, and for third there will be reverse reaction. For first step, for forward reaction, let the rate constant is K1 and for its reverse is K minus 1. The rate constant for second step is K2 and for its reverse is K minus 2. And for third, let it is K3 and for its reverse is K minus 3. So there are 6 different kinds of constant: K1, K minus 1, K2, K minus 2, K3, K minus 3. These 6 constants are the constants which are related with the elementary steps for forward reaction as well as for its reverse reaction. And if we establish the relation between these 6 constant and equilibrium constant of overall reaction, it is called principle of microscopic reversibility. This principle is based on one fact that when reaction reaches to equilibrium, the rate of forward reaction becomes equal to the rate of its reverse reaction. And this is well known fact. At equilibrium, the rate of forward reaction becomes exactly equal to rate of its reverse reaction. And we are using this fact to establish the relation between equilibrium constant of reaction and the rate constant of each elementary steps and its reverse reaction, which is called principle of detail balancing. Now let us try to understand this principle by taking suitable example. First we'll take the example in which the reaction proceeds in one step, that is in the reaction which is called elementary reaction. For example, the reaction is NO2 plus CO to give CO2 plus NO. This is one step reaction, the elementary reaction. We can consider the reverse of this reaction. So the reverse of this reaction will be CO2 plus NO to give NO2 plus CO. Now let the rate constant for step 1 is K1, which is original reaction, and the rate constant for its reverse reaction is Ka minus 1. Now at equilibrium, what will happen? The rate of forward reaction becomes exactly equal to rate of its reverse reaction. That means that when reaction reaches to equilibrium, the NO2, CO, CO2 and NO molecules are in equilibrium with one another, and therefore we can write the rate of forward reaction, that is R is equal to K1 into the concentration of NO2 CO becomes equal to rate of its reverse reaction. So rate of this reaction is again R is equal to K minus 1 into concentration of CO2 into NO. Now this reaction is at equilibrium. It means this concentration are at equilibrium. So to mention the equilibrium concentration, we are putting subscript E for each concentration. Now if we rearrange this equation like K1 by Ka minus 1, that means now we are rearranging this equation so that the constants remains on one side, and therefore K1 by Ka minus 1 is equal to concentration of CO2 into NO at equilibrium divided by NO2 at equilibrium and CO at equilibrium. Say this is 1. Now the original reaction is this. We can write the equilibrium constant for this reaction. So one can write equilibrium constant of reaction as K equilibrium is equal to concentration of product by concentration of reactant, and therefore it is concentration of CO2 into NO divided by NO2 and CO at equilibrium. Say this is 2. So if we compare equation 1 with equation 2, we can say that the right hand side of 1 and 2 are same, and therefore the left hand side of 1 and 2 must be same. That means K1 by Ka minus 1 is K equilibrium. See, this is the relation between the equilibrium constant of overall reaction and the rate constant for the forward reaction as well as its reverse reaction, and therefore it is called the principle of detailed balancing for one-step reaction. The similar argument can be extended to the multi-steps reaction, that means the reaction which proceeds in more than one step. And to understand this, we can take the example of reaction which occurs in more than one step. Let the example is the reaction between NO2 and F2. Twice NO2 plus F2 to give 2 NO2F. This is the reaction, and we know that the probable mechanism for the given reaction is, in first step the NO2 will react with F2 to give NO2F. If NO2F, which is the desired product, the stoichiometry says that along with this desired product, that is NO2F, something else will be formed, and something else will be the F. The second step of the reaction is, now as this is the intermediate product, it will react fast, so as soon as it will produce, it will destroy in next step, so it will act as reactant for next step, that is F. Now remaining NO2 is there, so F plus NO2 is NO2F. So the overall reaction is twice NO2 plus F2 to give twice NO2F. This reaction is multi-step reaction because it proceeds in 2 steps. Now let the rate constant for step 1 is K1, for second step is K2. Now we can consider the reverse of these 2 elementary steps. So we can write the reverse reaction of step 1 as NO2F plus F to give NO2 plus F2. Let the rate constant for this step is Ka minus 1 because it is reverse of step 1. And the reverse of second step is NO2F to give F plus NO2. Let the rate constant for this step is K minus 2 because it is reverse of step 2. So we are having 4 elementary steps. 2 are for forward reaction, 2 are for its reverse reaction. Now, according to equilibrium principle, we can say that at equilibrium, what will happen? When reaction reaches to equilibrium, the mixture of all these molecules, that is NO2, F2, F, NO2, NO2F, F and NO2F, will be in equilibrium, and therefore the rate of forward reaction, the rate of first reaction will be exactly balanced by rate of its reverse reaction. So rate of first reaction, that is R, is equal to K1 into the concentration of reactant, that is NO2F2. It is balanced by its reverse reaction. Therefore, rate of this reaction, the reverse of first step, is K minus 1 into concentration of NO2F and F. Therefore, is equal to K minus 1 NO2F into F. Similarly, the rate of second step will be exactly balanced by its reverse reactions. So rate of step 2 is R is equal to K2 into concentration of these two, that is F into NO2. Therefore, K2 into F NO2. And this will be exactly balanced by its reverse reaction. So rate of this reaction is R is K minus 2 into NO2F. So K minus 2 into NO2F. Now this reaction at equilibrium, so to mention the equilibrium condition, we are putting subscript E for each and every concentration. And we can see that the F will be cancelled. Then okay, F will be cancelled. Now if we rearrange this equation in such a way that the constants remains on one side and the concentration remains on other side, we can say that K1 into K2 divided by K minus 1 K minus 2 is equal to NO2F into NO2F, that is NO2F square. Divided by NO2 into F2. Say this is 1. So equation 1 is the equation which involves the rate constant for different elementary steps and its reverse reaction. Now come to the equilibrium constant of overall reaction. This is our overall reaction, and for this reaction we can write the equilibrium constant for reaction. So equilibrium constant of reaction K equilibrium is equal to, again, concentration of product by concentration of reactant. Concentration of product, that is NO2F square divided by NO2 square into F2. Here there is NO2 square, sorry. So by comparing 1 and 2, the right hand side are same and therefore its left hand side must be same. So comparing 1 and 2, we can write K1 K2 by K minus 1 K minus 2 is equal to K equilibrium of reaction. And this is the relation between the equilibrium constant of this overall reaction and the rate constant for each elementary steps and its reverse reaction. Therefore, this is called principle of detailed balancing for multi-steps reaction. So in general, one can say that the fact that at equilibrium the rate of forward reaction becomes exactly equal to rate of its reverse reaction is helpful us to establish the relation between equilibrium constant of overall reaction and the rate constant for each elementary step and the reverse reaction is called principle of detailed balancing. Now let us discuss the important theory of chemical kinetics, which is called the collision theory of gaseous reaction. See, up to this we have established certain relationship between different constants. Now in this theory we will try to understand the effect of various factors on the value of rate constant. According to collision theory, for any reaction to occur, there must be collision between two reacting molecules. It means that the center of mass of each reactant molecule must come close within certain critical distance, and let that distance is rho. So we can say that according to collision theory, the number of collision that is experienced by one molecule in 1 second, that is collision experienced by molecule per second, is equal to pi rho square c bar into n, where this rho is collision diameter in centimeter square per molecule, because for one molecule the diameter will be in centimeter, for other molecule it will be in centimeter. As in collision a pair of molecule is involved, so we can say it is centimeter square per molecule. The c bar is the average speed. And it is in centimeter per second. N is number of molecules, that is molecules per centimeter cube. So according to kinetic theory of gaseous molecules, we can write the number of collision that is experienced by one molecule in 1 second is given by pi rho square c bar into n. Now if we restrict ourselves to a reaction which occurs in gaseous state, which involves two different kinds of molecule, that means if we apply this theory to the bimolecular gaseous reaction, and if A and B